tied to a wooden post, approximately 2 feet, center of the scorching sun, almost resembling the width of low-income house space, almost like an office cubicle, almost like the perimeter of freedoms we actually are free to practice. Conformists march with one purpose: protect thy master. And every leader is religious fanatic. It's like good Christian leaning on that same wooden post, reading from the Bible. Freedom is a myth. No, freedom is a choice with much consequence. I mean, who wants to be told that we're wrong and that our future wrongs do not make right out of a horrible past? I mean, we could restore this nation's deficit, but that would mean one less movie, one less sports event, and much less profit. And today's prophets are zombies, shadows of passing souls who possess mind control. We're living up to an ancient character's roles. This shit's been done before. Witch hunters, exiled, plague this nation today, growing by number. Every new child, another contestant. Presidents mock the worth of their residents and legalize more and more antidepressants to control you through new scientific breakthroughs into another altered dimension. Children cry for more, ignored by adults that cry for more than most, because everything just simply isn't enough. There is more blasphemy in the community church than there are pure thoughts running through a painted saint, tainted by paper gods. Inanimate objects hold more worth than you. I broke curfews, travel further than the earth's boundaries would ever allow me to, and saw stories of a world retold through glorious fiction. Fairy tales prevail over yesterday's reality, and today's reality is touched up on TV. Isn't anything real anymore? American Idol's got more followers than their originators. Flat surface trapped in a square screen. We ran out of 3D glasses and drinking old-sided truth from. Never gonna run out of glasses of poison and unattentive youth. Picking locks of daddy's liquor cabinets, cause it's easier to lie to the drunken than it is the sober and so-called conscious. Most know, but they won't ever show. And fear of being tied to a wooden post. Punched, kicked, scarred, and beaten for believing in themselves and not practicing the beliefs of someone else. Change may not save, but change may help. Change may change these old ways, have them transform themselves into new days. The tomorrows always promised, which never seemed to have came, may just be today. But yesterday's thinker oversees the beauty of difference and marks it as a cancer. Oversees the beauty of difference is marked as a cancer. And we think we got the cure. I could show you the way without speaking one word, but you don't like to be touched, especially by great spirits, your pastor said. Discipline directs you to obedience. Confidence lessens with every snap of the whip. Masochist seen as heaven-goer. Extremists, the activists fighting opposing fascists in order to become another's fascist. Confusing the masses. No complete unity equals one more for the enemy. Dividing the structure which threatens to corrupt authority with an imbalance of power. Enslaving the free people. Free-thinking people thinking they free people. Controlled by alarm clocks, time clocks, and Big Boss, your new god in this church of state. I see church and state designed wooden stakes for outcasts with a voice speaking in tongue. Who fired first? Who was fired first? Who do we really fight for? Who do we see through peepholes on our doors but violent citizens praying for more tragedies to happen in order to justify the chaos they cause? This cross calls for the second child of God, a daughter of God. The sacrifice a woman makes. Have you ever seen the way they break a horse's spirits? Have you ever seen the way they break a horse's spirits? Have you ever seen the way they break a horse's spirits? Have you ever seen the way they break a horse's spirits? Have you ever seen the way they break a horse's spirits? Have you ever seen the way they break a horse's spirits? Have you ever seen the way they break a horse's spirits? Have you ever seen the way they break a horse's spirits? Have you ever seen the way man breaks a woman's spirit with no care at all?